ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you in our sessions. Our session about energy or energy efficiency tools. But I think in this conference we need to find a potential of energy in our attendance in this conference. I will start my speak based on the opening session. If we remember, we heard from the speakers in this opening session the importance of energy in water and wastewater sectors, the impact of energy in water and wastewater sector regarding financial issues, regarding technologies even so, regarding the affordability and availability for the energy resources. Maybe some of our regional countries not have this opportunity or this chance for affordable energy resources. Maybe our neighbors, Iraq, Lebanon, a lot of countries, they sometimes suffer from energy resources. So these topics, in my opinion, it's so important to improve. Sometimes I called it a leverage for water and wastewater sectors. If we're thinking about improve these sectors without focusing on energy topics, maybe we'll lose or we will miss a main component of this improvement strategy. So let us welcome our first speakers, Mr. Nabli El Kadsi. Mr. Nabli El Kadsi have good experience, more than 6 years in the field of water and wastewater. One of my best fields, wastewater. Mr. Kadsi worked in alternatives in wastewater technologies and implementation. So let us welcome Mr. Nabli. Mr. Nabli.
Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum. So first of all, thank you for coming and being here. So my presentation will be about assessment of pump station and channel networks. So that could be a little bit technical, but I will keep it as short as possible. So just to make it technically understandable, I prefer to do that in form of one project we did realized in Bahrain. So we go over these projects just to make it easy understandable. So, and if there is some question at the end, so I will be available for any question. So the assessment of pump station, the objective of this kind of project is just to, for presentation. No. Okay. استنى بس يعني نوتيس. اوكي استنى بس لحظة. يمين ويسار. عندي النوتيس. اوكي خلاص ماشي. تسلم. So the objective of this kind of project is the investigation of the capacity reserve. Point 2 is the reduction of energy consumption by optimizing the pump run times and the reduction of infiltration. This is a foreign water. So to point 1, investigation of the capacity reserve in this special example was necessary because the channel network was direct connected to the pump station and to the wastewater channel, wastewater treatment plant. Then means it was no buffer in between. This operation was one-to-one from the channel to the wastewater channel network. Point reduction of infiltration, this is important because this infiltration water is unwanted water in the channel network. It's clean water, and mostly is also drinking water caused by leakage in the drinking water network. So how we did that? We did that in form of in form of a measurement program in the Manama city. We installed flow measurement, flow and level measurement by installation of rain gauge and water quality parameter if necessary, and by recording all the run times of the pumps. And all this value has been stored and transferred over a distance of 5,000 kilometers. 5,000 kilometers, why? Because we managed all the projects from Germany. So the project itself was in Manama, but all the project was managed and directed from our office in Germany. So this is a graphic to this application. So as you can see at the graphic, there is 8 pump stations direct connected with 4 inlet channels to the Tubli wastewater treatment plant, and each pump station is equipped with more pumps. So we have to choose. The first challenge is just to choose the key points where we measure. So at the first we measured only at the pump station, the inlet and the outlet of the pump station, and then at the Tubli wastewater treatment plant. So we used for this project different measuring technology depending on the application, on the existing application. So the first application was a kind of wait just a moment, just check the one. So let's start. Here we have four open channel at the wastewater treatment plant. So to measure in open channel is not as the same like to measure in full pipes. So the first channel is the first challenge was here to have an accurate measurement in open channel. As you can see, we have four open channels. In the Tubli wastewater treatment plant, we used here three wedge sensors each inlet. And the second application was full field measurement places. As I mentioned before, the operation was one-to-one, means we didn't have any buffer. It means by installing the measurement, we didn't have the chance to cut the operation. So all installation has been installed by a running system. ممكن تغير لي بس هاد استنى بس لا ليش ما عنديش نفس الصورة
الحساب الثاني تكون وراها هيها
اوكي خلاص ماشي لا هي تغيرت ليش هاي نيكست اوكي خلاص Okay, which good. So as you can see, we had already existing magnetic flow meter and at the inlets of the pump stations. So the challenge was to install by running system and under pressure. So we had this technology to do that, but you can imagine by changing the magnetic flow meter, there are some existing magnetic flow meters. Some of them was out of order. So we was obliged to install our technology there to be able to measure. So this second possibility to install in this kind of project was just to do the installation at the night where the flow is at the minimum. So by using a bypass to the other pump stations. Just a moment. So at the picture you can see at the transmitter we have you can see the data logger installed and some antenna that was necessary just to transfer all the data to our server in Germany and to be able to manage all the projects from Germany. So each device was equipped with their own IP address just to have access 24-hour to the devices. So we got all the measurements daily to our servers, sent to our server, and the customer also in Bahrain has the access to the data because of this web-based solution. So also the customer has the ability to access all the data 24 hours. So, and we was also able to access and to serve the devices and to make also inspection if necessary. The program itself has the duration of 2 years. We could keep it short, but in 2 years we have more data to evaluate. So now to an important point: to get reliable result, we have to make sure that all measurement has a high accuracy, especially on partially filled application. The problem isn't in the full pipe. It's not as complicated as on the open channel, but to reach a high accuracy in the open channel, we must calibrate the open channels. So we use 3-part measurement in each open channel, and by using our software calibration COSP, this is a great measurement system just to get more information about the flow section. So by using this software, we determine the actual average area, and we could visualize the present flow condition by symmetrical and asymmetrical, depending on the hydraulic condition. So with help of these 3 sensors, we use the cross-correlation measurement system. We got the information about up to 48 single speeds on the open channel that enable us to have an idea about the flow section. But the software we have the software enable us the determination of the reserve measurement path profile function with floor and wall separation and surface speed, because the surface on the top and on the floor must be with help of this software created. So the step 2 was calculation and visualization the present surface speed disruption, and there is issue of actual average phase velocity, those allowing determination of the speed reference value in the respective of operating and a checkpoint. So as you can see, the flow conditions are permanent changing. The flow conditions are permanent changing. That is why a grid measurement is important, just to have more information about the flow condition. So you can see at this picture that the flow isn't always symmetric. It's mostly also asymmetric. So after getting all this information, we can see the deviation of measurement before and after the adjustment. And before and after the adjustment, and then we can create we determine the main residual measurement error, and so to determine the factor of correction. So this software was created was created and developed to secure the flow data collection. So now to the determination of the reserve capacity. Determination of the main monthly, we did I don't go into the data now because this is a lot of data evaluation. We got 1 million of data, you can imagine, so I keep it just short. We visualize all this data in form of curves, so the determination of mean monthly 24-hour flow. Then the second curve is the measurement of current maximum capacity, and the third curve is to calculate the maximum monthly 24 flow curve, adjust to the maximum capacity of pumps. And then the modeling of the mean of the mean night flow and the infiltration share. So the determination of the reserve has been done just as an example. The pump C1 shows at the reserve of 45% to the Q maximal with the infiltration rate of 17%. The baddest example was the pump station A1. This shows the flow comparison a reserve of 15% only, and the infiltration rate share of 54.7, which is very high infiltration volume. So just to have an idea about the results of the the evaluation of all these results has been done by a created point system. So the daily total run times. The second histogram shows run times of stop times, so the functionality of the switching point and the stop times. So this example shows about 3,175 run times with 1 minute, and over 275 run times with 6 minutes. So the stop time with 1 minute is too short for operating of pumps. It's the same also for the run time, for the short run times of 6 minutes. So we created just a point system just to have a status of our operated pump station, to be able to have to assess and repair the pump station. So this point system was only created just to have the energy consumption and the mechanical system. And with help of these results, we can make a decision about a maintenance plan or a reparation. So this is just very short, just to explain this project, because just to limit the infiltration and the water losses in pump station and channel networks. So sorry. Sorry جدا. So if there is any question, I will be available to get any question.
Let me suggest for discussion and questions to left 15 minutes at the end of our speakers finish the speech.
Okay.
Then we will have a general discussion for the whole presentation.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Again, we are still in, we will still in automation and measurement and control. It's in my opinion, it's a heart of energy plan or energy improvement plan. Without these tools, maybe our improvement maybe need more and more hard work. So let us welcome our second speaker, Mr. Süleyman. Mr. Süleyman has more than 20 years experience in the field of business, industry, in the field of electricity and or in electricity field or energy field, in automation and electrical business. So he will present again another tools about flow control, massive flow based control with solid measurement to reduce sludge handling cost. So let us welcome Mr. Süleyman.
Can match.